I'm Corky Coker, and I have been around collector cars my whole life. I've been raised in the old car hobby. I love the European cars, the Model Ts, the hot rods, the race cars, the vintage bikes, the antique trucks. I just dig it. But you know what's better than that? Is the people in the old car hobby. They are the best.
Sometimes the road less traveled takes you where you need to go. You turn back, things unravel.
Well, at Honest Charley Speed Shop, we love to build hot rods.
Never know. We've been looking for across the road. It always winds. Keep your eyes on what's in front of you. You just don't know what you might find.
Every car here in the Coker Museum has a story, and every story has a good ending. The most important thing that I like to do is have other people enjoy them, and I like to drive them. I like to see them out on the roads. I like to see them on the racetracks, and that's what we're doing at Honest Charley Garage. We're building cars that people can enjoy, that people can drive, and people can experience.
Have you found what you've been looking for? Across the road, it always winds. Keep your eyes on what's in front of you. You just don't know what you might find.
So this 51 Ford Shoebox is a really amazing street rod custom that we did here in Honest Charley Garage. We were contracted by Street Rodder magazine to do this build for the Street Rodder Tour, which has been led by Jerry Dixie for a number of years. It's an amazing car. Jerry wanted a shoebox, so we have provided that, and we actually ended up buying this car back from Street Rodder magazine a few years ago because we were so proud of it, and I loved it so much. It drives wonderfully. Got a twin turbo EcoBoost. You can see the intercooler right through the grill right here. When you crank this thing up and build RPMs up, you can hear those twin turbos spool up. It's just amazing. Original build for Street Rodder magazine for their tour car. Jerry Dixie drove this car all over the United States, across the country, etc., at least for a couple years. It is the first use of a twin turbo EcoBoost motor that Ford Motor Company provided for this build. This car is not like driving an original 1951 Ford. It's on radial tires. It's got a radial tuned suspension on a Fat Man chassis. We put 235 55 R17s on it, so it really steers nice. I like the way this thing steers. I hope these folks out here in Chattanooga are really enjoying seeing this car because the color changes colors when the sun hits it. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. been a little while since I've driven this car. It is an amazing car. It seems like the transmission shifts a little harsh, but I'll tell you, those 235/17 American Classic white walls really ride nice, steers nice, and I tell you, the interior in here is just amazing. I hope you guys see me out here driving this car, because it is an amazing, amazing car to be seen, amazing scenery. I hope you come down to see us at the Coker Museum. See this car. It's an amazing car, but I just love driving it. So you can come see this 51 Shoebox Ford here at the Coker Museum Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4. Come see us.
Well, we have come a little bit north and found a real barn find 1969 Jaguar E-Type. It is really, really very complete. Looks like it's solid. It's been in a wet barn or whatever, but we'll see. We're gonna jack it up and put a new tire on the left front so we can roll it out, and we'll load her up and take it back home. This is not a Jaguar, this is a raccoon slide. He stood right up here and you can see his paw prints where he took the raccoon slide down to the bonnet.
It looks good. Yeah. Oh, we're good.
Well, a few hundred miles away, and we got this Jaguar loaded. I think it's going to take a couple hours to wash the dust off of this thing and get the raccoon tracks off, but you never know. It might come pretty clean. These barn finds, sometimes the engines are, you know, stuck or maybe not. So let's just say that I'm going to be blessed on this one. And you can see it in the Coker Museum real soon.
You can help support our show by joining the Haggerty Drivers Club. It includes a subscription to our award-winning magazine, unlimited access to our valuation tool, 24/7 roadside assistance with flatbed towing, free classified listings, exclusive coupons and offers, and VIP perks to select Haggerty events. Get more information at haggerty.com/HDC. And by our friends at Moss Motors. Run by enthusiasts for enthusiasts.
Just getting this car ready for the first startup and continuing to go on. All these little accessories that go either to the dash or elsewhere in the car. The temperature gauge, the oil pressure gauge, a bunch of small stuff, the heater core routings. All that stuff has to be done before we get too far ahead of ourselves.
We started the car today. It is so exciting, a little loud right now. The new exhaust is going to be making it not stink as bad, and also it'll make it purr like a kid.
We wired the car, we've done all electronics, rebuilt the carburetors. We just started it, but it didn't have an exhaust. It can't be loud. It's got to go down, it's got to sound like it's got some muscle, and you know, a Jaguar XK 150S has some muscle, 4-speed with overdrive. Our friends at Moss Motors sent us a complete stainless steel exhaust. We had the rubber, vulcanized rubber hangers, and we're about ready to put that on. Let's check it out.
Well, they fit tight. They should, so you don't have any exhaust leaks, but putting them on sometimes needs a little bit of persuasion in the form of a rubber mallet.
We have a new exhaust. He hung that with the new exhaust hangers. Part of the process just so that it doesn't shake and rattle. I have 2 pet peeves. I don't like winding up a wet hose. No, thank you. And I also don't like it when things rattle or move around in my car when I'm driving or when it's on the outside. So we're making sure that these are stationed and where they're supposed to be. We want this car on the road to sound great and not only to look great, obviously. So Josh has got that in place. We're hoping it can be on the road soon.
That Moss Motors stainless steel exhaust system went together like clockwork, and now it sounds smooth. We're about ready to drive this thing. You might notice that Moss has everything for these Jaguar E-types. And by the way, Dennis, these cars are made in Coventry, England. Appreciate you pointing that out, buddy. And of course, we had to go to Coker Tire Company to get a brand new set of Dayton wire wheels and 185R HR16 Vredestein radials for this wonderful kitten going down the road so we can drive it. Moss Motors has just about everything for your Jaguars, your MGs, your Triumphs, all of the British cars. This car, they've supplied all the little parts that we needed, like the windshield wipers, all the little rubbers. Look at these beautiful bumpers. I can tell you that this car would not look right if we used those original, 50-year-old bumpers with all the discoloration, etc. This car is almost ready to roll, and it's going to look perfect going down the highway.
Welcome and thank you for visiting the Coker Museum at Honest Charley Speed Shop. I'm Casey Coker Jarvis, and let me tell you a little bit about our family collection. Corky Coker started this collection when he was around 20 years old. He was recently married, he wanted to make some money, so he would go to the bank and get around a $5,000 loan on a 90-day note. Cars that he would find and buy were things like a 1958 Pontiac wagon, a Ford F100, a 61 truck. He even got John Deere tractors, anything random he could get his hands on. He would pay the bank back after he sold it and make a profit. He did this long enough to where he actually didn't have to go to the bank and ask for money. My father started seeing there's a need for all these antique cars to have wheels and tires for them. People weren't making them, and he knew this is something that could really flourish. He would go to different places, find the molds for the tires, reproduce them. It is what it is today because of his vision. The Coker Museum happened organically. What started as a tire shop ended up being into this huge collection because we wanted to collect the car to show you the tire and the wheel that we made. People would come into the showroom, see a car, that's cool. You got any more on the back? We'd show them. When they came back there, they'd see that we had a bunch of cars sitting around, old memorabilia, oil cans, signs, and it just was so fun to be around. We want everybody to see this. This history is amazing, and everybody can relate to a piece in here. There's motorcycles, there's cars, there's even 3 airplanes hanging. Thank you so much for coming and visiting today. We love history, and we are so glad to have shared that with you. What you may not know is we host private events here. We've had birthday parties, corporate events, weddings, receptions, even celebration of life. We'd love to have you book our space. We can make it all-inclusive, or we can even tailor it to the event that you'd like it to be.
When I was young, just a boy, dreamed of falling in love with a girl like you. Through the years I thought I found you, but nothing would do. Now here we are. I wanna grow old with you. You're making my dreams come true. With you I feel brand new.
We ask that as you're here, that you don't touch, sit in, or drive any of the vehicles. But please take as many pictures as you'd like. We love sharing the history with you, and you can tag us at the Coker Museum.